Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a bridal look on Taylor Semoine. Alright, so first I'm going to start out by filling in her brows. I'm using the Anastasia Brow Definer. This is in the shade Soft Brown, and I'm just going to kind of fill in her brows. They don't really need too much shaping because she does have them done. So this is just going to add like a little bit more fullness. So next I'm going to take some Tarte concealer. I believe this is in the shade Light Sand, and then just a flat brush, and I'm going to carve out the bottom of her brows just to shape them up a little bit, and then go ahead and drag that down all over her whole lid so I can use that as a base for the eyeshadow. And I'm not going to show you the other side because I was completely in front of the camera, so sorry. I'm just going to add a little bit more of that concealer so I can get a good base, and then I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend that all over the eyelid. Next I'm going to take just a big fluffy blending brush and put a white cream shade over the entire lid just to kind of set that in. Next I'm going in with the M505, I believe it is, and then the shade Creamsicle from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm just gonna put that right there in the crease and just use that as a transition shade. And then just blend that in, just keep blending and blending because that's really gonna be the base for what the rest of the eyeshadow is gonna be on top of. Then I'm going to use that same brush and dip into a shade that's a little bit darker. I don't remember the color or the name I used, but it is from the Jaclyn Hill palette, probably just one right below it. And then just focus that more towards on the outer corner and then blend it into the crease. Now I'm going to pick up a brush. It's a little bit more dense. I don't know the name of this one at the moment, but I'm going to pick up a little bit darker brown shade and then just really pack that onto the outer corner to add a more dimension, I guess you could say. So then next I'm going to take a much smaller blending brush. I believe this might be the 501, that's probably wrong, but that's just a guess. Just any small brush will do. And then I'm taking the darkest brown shade in that palette and then just packing that onto the outer corner, because at the end of this we are going for a smoked out liner look, so this is just going to help create more dimension for the wing. Then I'm going back in with that large blending brush and just blending all those colors together a little bit better. Next I'm going to take my beauty blender with some loose powder on it and just kind of carve out like a wing underneath her shadow just so it can kind of give it that shape, and I'm just going to let it sit there while I finish the rest of the shadow. Now I'm taking a small packing brush and just packing on like a very light like white shade right onto the inner corner of her lid and towards the middle. Then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush again and blend those two colors together. Now I'm taking that same packing brush and just packing on, I believe, the shade Primavera from the Modern Renaissance palette. Just a light shimmer shade will do. Then at this point you can just go ahead and take a brush and just brush away that translucent powder. So this is probably the most important step of the eye look. I'm taking the Maybelline, this is like the black eyeliner, but it's in a pot. I'm not sure exactly what to call it, but I'm just using the brush that it came with and just putting that right there on her lash line. I'm not really doing too much of a wing because I'm going to smudge it out a little bit, but just try to keep it kind of thin. So now I'm just going to go in with my small tiny little blending brush and then just take a black shadow and kind of blend the eyeliner into the shadow just to create like a smoked out liner look. Then I'm just going to grab that second shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette and highlight her inner corner. So now I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Hangover Primer and just putting that on her entire face. Then next I'm going to take the Hourglass Vanish Stick, and I believe this is the color Ebony. I'm not sure if that's correct. But just putting a little bit of that on her face to add some full coverage. Then I'm also going to take some of the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation, and I think this is the color Beige, and I'm just going to put that on the face as well. I really like this foundation for brides because it does add a little bit of a glow and it's not too matte. Then I'm just going to blend all of that in using my beauty blender. I first do, people say you're not supposed to rub it, but I kind of do just to spread the product out a little bit, and then I'm just going to take the other end and just dab it in until it is fully set into the face. Then I'm going to take some Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Medium, and I'm just going to put that all over her face. I really like to focus on the higher points of the face, under the eyes, the forehead, nose, and the chin. Then I'll just blend that out using the Beauty Blender, and normally I would probably use a lot more concealer, but she does have skin that's on the drier side, so I try not to use as much. Then I'm going to take my Morphe Beauty Sponge and some Airspun translucent powder and just pack that on the places that I applied the concealer to, just to set that in. Then I'm going to leave that sitting there for just a little bit, and then I'm going to brush it away with just any fluffy brush. Then I'm going to take this large powder brush and just pack this Maybelline Fit Me powder onto her entire face. Please ignore my ratchetness, but next I'm taking this bronzer brush and just applying that under her cheekbones, on her forehead, and a little bit on her neck. And I'm using the Butter Bronzer. It smells amazing, so I definitely recommend it. Then I'm going to take my Kat Von D contour brush, and I'm using the Kat Von D contour palette as well, and taking that middle shade on the bottom row and just going to carve out her cheekbones with that contour. Now I'm taking my beauty sponge again and that Airspun powder and just carving out right under her cheekbones and letting that contour bake a little bit just to clean it up some. Then I'm going to take this Kat Von D brush, I'm not really sure what it's called, but it works great for nose contour, and then just contour the sides of her nose with the Butter Bronzer. And then I'm going to take that translucent powder again and then carve out the sides of her nose, because it does just make for a better nose contour overall. Then I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mellow Wine blush and just apply that on the apples of the cheeks and the nose. Then I'm taking my Summer Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills and using the two right shades to highlight her cheekbones, her nose, and her chin. And she does have a little bit drier skin, so I can just take this bigger fluffy brush and literally just pack the highlighter on her entire face. And it's just going to give her that all over glow. I was just brushing off her powder, but you're about to see me do it in a second. Here we go. and it really just creates like an all over glow. Obviously you don't want to put as much highlight as normal, you just kind of like dust it on the face and it looks so pretty. So next I'm taking my Maybelline Angel Falsies mascara and just applying a little bit of mascara. You only need like one coat because you're going to put some falsies on over this, so this is just going to help them to blend in together. And she does have eyelash extensions, so her eyelashes already look good, but we're going to add some falsies just for some extra drama. And then I'm applying the Ardell Demi Wisps. And then I'm using the Kiss lash glue, and I really like that lash glue because you just can brush it on and it's super easy to use. And then you probably need to let the lashes dry for about 4 minutes, you know, more or less, whatever you feel like. Now I'm just going to be taking a detail brush and a dark brown shade and just running that under her waterline. And now that her lashes have dried, I'm going to put another coat of mascara over those. And then I'm also going to add them to her bottom lashes. Then I'm going to be taking this ColourPop lip pencil and outlining her lips. I'm not sure what the name of the color is, but it's a dark brownish nude. And it just works really well for bridal color in my opinion. Then over top of that, I'm going to be using the Kylie lip kit. This is the color Candy K. It's almost gone because I literally use this color all the time. It just looks amazing on brides and I love this color. I also sprayed on some Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, but that is the finished look. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and we'll see you later.